Unitarian Ralph Waldo Emerson wrote, "We find delight in the beauty and happiness of children that makes the heart too big for the body." We're grateful for parents who bring their children here so that we may all share in the joy they feel. We're all blessed by the gifts these children bring, and in gratitude for that blessing, we recognize our responsibility as a community of faith.
The life of a child is both an awesome responsibility and a wonderful gift. A child comes to us out of the mystery, and while we might influence that child by our example and teaching, a child's life unfolds in its own way. So today, parents bring their children to us, 2 in the earlier service and 1 today, so we can dedicate our efforts to help raise spiritually strong and healthy children. I invite the Acombs to come forward with their child to be dedicated now.
While parents have the primary responsibility in raising their children, they bring them to us today in acknowledgement that their children are not merely their own, but are part of a larger community. As members of this church, we all share the privileged task of nurturing these children, guiding them, teaching them, and loving them as they grow.
We bless each child with a rose dipped in water. The rose symbolizes the unfolding and beauty of life. We have removed the thorns from these roses, but we know that we cannot always remove them for our children or for ourselves. A rose is a reminder that at the core of life, life is good. And when we encounter thorns of any kind, a church community or a community like this is here to help and comfort. The water is a symbol of the source of all life out of which we have come. It connects us to all generations and to all life. It is reminiscent of the water of baptism and commitment that for us does not cleanse an original sin, but rather enjoins a person in a community of love, forgiveness, and hope. It symbolizes the transformation we hope for each who is committed to our version of life and faith, and the receptivity of the spirit of love and life. So first we ask you here present before us, we ask you who bring your child today to be dedicated. Do you, the parents of this child, pledge your loyalty and love as you nurture him to adulthood? Do you undertake to raise your child within this faith and raise him as an ethical and moral human being? If so, say we will.
We will.
And I ask if the family and friends, who I believe are all here, will rise as you're able. We charge you to guide this child and support this child in all matters of the Spirit, to be there when their parents' wisdom falls short, which happens a lot. Do you, the friends and family of this child, pledge to be there for him and to lead him in spiritual life? If so, say we do. You may be seated.
If our visitors today will bear with us for a moment, I'd like the members of our congregation and all children and teens present to please stand. For years to come, this young life will be a part of our community of mutual caring, concern, responsibility, and affection. Will you now welcome him into our church and pledge that by your example and your participation here, you'll help create a community in which he can grow in stature and faith? If so, please say, we will.
Kayla and Will Acom want their child, you can be seated now, you don't have to stand through this whole thing. They want their child to be a caring and compassionate person and to find here a way to grow without the confines of thought. They want a confidence for him to be a person who discovers who he is. They want this child to grow here as a person who is bold with who he is at his core. So we just step back for just here. And will you say his full name? Oliver James Acom. May your thoughts be wise. May your lips speak truth. May your heart know love. And may the work of your hands be blessed all the days of your life. And don't eat that. Will you all join me now in blessing this child as we speak to him with the words on the back of the order of service, a congregational blessing. May you grow to love that which is good. May you seek and attain that good. May you learn to be gentle and respect to all creatures. May you be filled with courage to challenge evil and the faith to lift up hope. May you come to know that which is eternal. May it abide with you always. Amen. Congratulations. Thank you.
As the Akems return to their seats and the children leave for their classrooms, please join in singing "Go Now in Peace," found on the inside back cover of your hymnal.